There we go. We've got some sound. It's kind of my thing to start a stream with no sound. So as much as you like sound, you know, we'll get there in the end. What do you think of the worst noisemakers in the world? Congratulations me, we've done it. We got to 10k and it's all thanks to you lot. Thank you very much. I'm still seeing we can't hear me, but hopefully you can hear me now. It certainly looks like you can hear me, and that's all down to me pressing the wrong button basically. Yay, we're in there now. Hello everyone, good evening, welcome to the stream. We are live, it seems, with sound and everything. This is the 10k live stream because we got to 10k and it's thanks to all you guys here. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a stream. It was a bit bold move on my part, thinking, well, will he actually get there or not in time? And why is it going all dark on the video? But you know, we got there. These things happen. Let me just mess around with this a little bit. Yeah, I am a professional, don't worry. That might be a bit better. So say hello if you're here, say hello in the chat. What we're going to do this evening is we're going to have a few giveaways. So first of all, we'll get rid of this thing, because how ridiculous can one person look at one time? We're going to have a few giveaways, yes. So for many a week we've been talking about doing the 10k giveaway. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find my drink that I've put down here so as I can pour myself a drink off camera. We're going to do a 10k giveaway where, that's not to say that I'm going to give away 10,000 of anything. I'm just, now that I've reached 10,000, I'm going to do a giveaway of all the goodies that we've been harbouring over the last few weeks. So I've got a little box here to the side, but I thought, let's spice it up a little bit. And we will give away a few extra things, you know. So just let me get my Pepsi Max sorted. I'm a little bit behind tonight. So how is everyone? Let me just catch up with the chat a little bit. What's Nightbot doing? Are you upsetting people? Oh, Irish lad isn't using his words. So, first things first, what do you think of the t-shirt? I think the contrast on this is a little bit much, but these are these fantastic embroidered shirts, which you can buy on the Aquarium website, Aquarium Adventures website. But I'm really happy with these, really good. They go with the towels, which we've also got here. So we've got a special towel. These were made by one of my subscribers, a guy called Phil, who runs his own print shop. If you win, you're not going to be the 10,000th subscriber, which the towel seems to suggest you might be, but you are going to get a special one-off, special edition towel. So this is the first new addition to the prize bag. So let's get this out of the way, shall we? Obviously, I need to keep this suspense growing, and we'll do this over the next, I don't know, however long it takes. But I'll take you through what we've got in the prize bag so far. So, at the moment, we've got the JBL ProScape Straight P30 tongs. We've got the JBL glove thing. It's a cleaning glove. You put it on, you scrape the algae off your tank, and it does everything. It's really good for, I did buy one of these a while ago, but I lost it. It's really good for things like, what's the words, Graham? Come on, you can find the words. Ornaments. Ornaments? Things that aren't fish that live in your fish tanks. It's really good for scraping the algae off them because you can just get in and give it a good old scrub, basically. We've got the S16 JBL ProScape Spring Scissor thingy majiggeries. So these in themselves are not an insignificant prize. These are quite pricey. As much as JBL, people think JBL is a cheap brand, these are like the less than cheap options. We've got the JBL Clip Safe, so this is if you do water changes with a bucket because you're a peasant and you don't have a proper water change system. This stops your hoses flying all over the place and flooding the place. We've got, what else have we got in here? JBL Plant Start. It's like Seachem Prime but for plants. It helps your plants get off to the best start. Running out of fingers now. We've got a few different types of food from Fish Science. So we've got the cichlid floating pellets and the mini algae wafers in there. We've got an Amazon voucher, so even if you're not into fish, we've got an Amazon voucher which was donated by Aquadiction, I think they're called. I keep saying that. Some more Fish Science food. We've got this fantastic fish food container with the really tight screw lid so you don't lose all your food. We've got a few of this guy's fish food, so we've got some all manner of stuff in here. I'll not go through it all. Tropical pellets, sticky pellets, krill flake, dosing pump, aquarium adventure dosing pump. All this stuff is, you know, available on the website. A couple of little sample packs of different types of food, some more food, some more food. So that's what's in there already. Oh, and one that I've forgotten about. This is some sticky brown from, no it's not, it's some tropical granules from Proquatics. That's another small independent retailer. I think they're based in Doncaster. Very similar sort of stuff that I'm selling, but you know, we'll have to support each other. Tropical granules, I've not actually tried these ones, so this is still a sealed packet, but they did give me some sticky brown, which is slightly different to the ones that I sell, but just as good I think. So we've already got quite a full box in there. I'm going to add a few more things to it. We might as well start with the towel. So this was a donation from Phil, who runs a print company. So it's an embroidered towel. It's a dark colour, so you're not going to get any nasty stains on it. It's not going to be all horrible after a while. One of a kind, so pretty special one. The only one in the world that says 10,000 subscribers. It's got this handy little hanging loop thing. Has it got that on the wrong side? Oh no, on both ends. So you can hang it from a little thing, and then it's got a decent size as well. So you've got a proper, I want to say the size is 50 centimeters by a meter or something like that, but it's a good old size, so you can definitely get yourself, it'll be a useful towel. Now this is something I've been trying to sell as merch for the longest time, because I think this is a brilliant piece of merch, the fish towel, because I have them next to all my fish tanks, making sure that I've got somewhere to dry my hands, because it's the worst thing in the world when you can't dry your hands. So you get this very special one that I really wanted to keep for myself, but nope, that'll go in the prize bag, so that's going in there as well. So that's the first extra for the evening. I think what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of a giveaway and then come back to adding some more things to it. But first, let's do a bit of a catch up. The Michael Jackson glove, yes it is a bit of a Michael Jackson glove. My god, I get all bright all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on with my camera, it's going a bit weird. It focuses on the guitar for some reason all the time. But anyway, congrats on reaching 10k, well deserved. Thank you very much everyone. Yes, I must say, like I say, I started this stream thinking, am I actually ever going to make it to 10k? Because I sat on 9,999 for the longest time. So it doesn't actually mean anything, so I don't know why I'm having a big celebration. The one thing that I'm really worried about is, and if I ever say this again, the competition is open worldwide. Somebody shoot me, because I noticed that we like to do this thing on this stream. So if you're new here, we always have a little bit of a competition to see who's the furthest afield person that's in the stream. And I get so many viewers from Australia, New Zealand, America, South America even, Canada. And I thought I'll just have a little look and see what the postage costs to these places are. And this is going to rook me. So as much as I am going to leave it open to any of the any country in the world, you've got as much chance as anyone else, but I may never financially recover from this. Is that what they say in Tiger King? So I'm going off at a bit of a tangent here. So, like, we've got the prize bag for this, but I wanted to give a little bit something for the people who actually turned up on the stream. So at the moment we've got, pardon me, 81 people in the stream already. So you people who have actually made the effort to turn up on the stream, how would you like a little bit of giveaway? Why don't you let me know in the comments if you want a giveaway. And I thought an appropriate thing to give away first might be Relentless Shilling, the new Aquarium Adventures hat. So this is a brand new hat. It's a beanie hat, one size fits all, unisex. It stretches to fit even my massive head. It's even my kids. It fits small heads, big heads, hairy heads, bald heads, the whole lot. Yep, keep leaving your locations. Be vague, obviously, and we'll see who's the furthest away. I think Birmingham, that's not that far away, that's only like an hour away. Aberdeen, yes. Ireland, a little bit further. Good old Glasgow, yep. So, if you want to win one of these, the first things first is you obviously have to click the like button. That's like a prerequisite, so click that like button. We've got 37 likes at the moment, but 83 people here. If you want one of these, I need to think of a question, and then once I've thought of a question, I need to remember how to work Nightbot to run the competitions. So let's go with, if you want to win this, you have to be in the UK, because like I say, I can't send everything worldwide. I'm sending this box potentially worldwide. This is only UK only, so if you're in the UK, I'll stretch that to Ireland as well, and you want to win one, click the like button and type beanie in the chat when I say, not yet, don't type it yet, because I need to log into Nightbot and make sure that that's working. And we go to the giveaway section. In fact, let's swap over so as I can show you what I'm doing. So just to be completely transparent that there's no funny business going on, everyone gets to play, even mods. Where is the bit that, so we change the keyword, we enter the keyword as beanie. If you want to win, type beanie in the chat. And so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who are eligible. I think that's because there's only 5 people who have actually typed beanie in the chat. So their Mindset Solution has obviously touched it because they've got the little mark next to them. All you have to do is be active, so you have to have said something in the last 5 minutes. No extra luck for being a supporter, no extra luck for being a regular. All you have to do is type beanie in the chat. I'll give it a minute or two. I need to adjust my camera one more time. Apologies everyone, because I can't actually see the button I need to press. I'll go back to the main screen. Boop. And we'll go back here. There we go. So there's lots of people who want a beanie. I'm going to have to take you on trust, so if you are the winner, when it comes back, contact me on Facebook, by email. You have to figure all that out for yourself, I'm afraid. But if you want a beanie, click like, type beanie, and then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we roll the dice. And the winner is... Is it going to tell me who the winner is? So Nightbot should come up and tell us who the winner is. But isn't. Oh, no, it's thinking about it, it's thinking about it. The winner is Kev Love. Let me just prove that I'm not just making that up. Oh, we've got a new member as well. Craig Galbraith. Welcome, Craig. Thank you very much. Yeah, like I say, I'm never going to financially recover from this competition, so all the members and super chats are very much appreciated. So Kev Love, you've won a beanie. So get in contact with me at some point. Let me know your details, your address, all that kind of thing. And you can get, I'll send you this with tag and everything, brand new. So what do we think about that? Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let's have a look in the chat. Anything that's not beanie. Andy says, I was going to ask you to do, you know anything about copepods in a shrimp tank? I've got a fair few, not sure if it's bad or not. Thanks for your help, keep up the great work. I don't know all that much about them, to be honest, but I know that they're a good thing and fish love them. I'm not sure they're great in a shrimp tank, mind you, but no, I don't think they're necessarily a problem. Well done, Kev. Yeah, so just type in the chat, Kev. Make sure you are actually in the UK or very near the UK, otherwise we're going to rerun that. But well done, Kev. Stick around, everyone. We're going to do a few more giveaways like that. I thought it might be interesting. Now, things that I think interesting and what is actually interesting are often two very different things, but I thought it might be interesting just to take a bit of a look back on what the channel has been doing over the years and like the kind of journey to get to 10k. I don't know if that's anything anyone would actually be interested in, but you know, I thought it might be nice to show you a little bit of behind the scenes. So I can't actually see the chat, so I'm just going to assume that everybody does want to see this. But I thought I'd show you my analytics. Can you actually see this? So we have a quick look here. This is my YouTube studio, so hopefully you can see all this. I'm not giving away any mass secrets or anything like that. But if we go into the analytics section, so well, first of all, if you have a look at the dashboard, 10,008 subscribers, well done, thank you very much, everyone. It just kind of boggles my mind. I don't know any other way to say it than it just boggles my mind. This started many moons ago with me uploading a few videos of some fish, thinking, it'll be interesting if I just look back at those videos in a few months to see how much they've grown, because I struggle to see what's happening over time. I always think, oh god, that fish hasn't grown, but then I see an old picture of it and go, my god, it's massive. So I thought, yeah, videos will do that, and that's how it started. So if I look into my analytics here, and look at, so views for instance, how do we look at this again? Oh, why has that changed? Every time I come in here it changes. Yeah, so if we look at views, at the moment it's on the last 20 days, but if we look at lifetime, you can see this goes all the way back to September 2014. And if I look at the timeline here, the kind of average number of views that I would get in a day would be anything between 0 and maybe 50, and that would be kind of it. And that was the case for many months and years, all the way through 2014, 2015, 2016, and then there started to get a little bit of a blip here. Why is it not showing me anything here? Yeah, every now and again in 2017 it would go up to maybe 100, and then maybe 174, and then in 2017 this is when I started posting more and more discus videos, and this continued for, again, the longest time throughout 2017, and then 200, and then the odd spike to 400, and this is when I started to think, my god, is this a thing? Do people do YouTube as a thing? Why would we do that? And it goes all the way through, and then we go boom, big massive spikes. I think this, I can't remember what that is. So what happened on the 22nd of July 2018? See, this is interesting for me because I can't quite remember what that is. So if I look at videos that I made, and if we go back to July 2017, I'm going to assume it's some kind of discus video out there, because I don't think I was making any videos about the king of DIY back then. $190 videos, is that how many videos I've made? That's ridiculous as well. still in 2018 here. God, I've made a lot of videos, haven't I? Still in 2018, so there's December 2017. This is when I'm still very much making videos with my mobile phone at the time. So there's August 2017. It's when I got my big custom display tank. Yeah, so that's when I got my big custom display tank. And I think that was probably my first video where I got quite a bump in views. But let's have a look at that again. 1.2 million views. Again, another mind-boggling number. So I buy myself my new discus display tank, get a bunch of views, and it goes back to nothing again. It kind of slowly starts creeping up. But as you can see, the whole... there's nothing there. This spike here, I think, was the first video that I made about the king of DIY and how I was ever so slightly going off him. Pardon me, so I got a bit of a spike there. And then it's just slowly started to creep up and creep up and creep up. But these numbers, I just don't, I almost can't comprehend these numbers. 1.2 million views over the time. And these are nothing compared to some channels. But why would anyone want to watch some fat old guy mess around with these fish tanks? And it's people from all over the world. The UK is only 24% of my audience. India is third. Some of these things, they just make no sense whatsoever. If you look at some of the stats that we've got here, I mean, why am I getting 12,000 views from South Africa or 18,000 views from Singapore? These just don't, it just doesn't make sense. So I just wanted to have a quick showing of the journey from how it started with no views for about 5 years, going to what we've got now, the 10,000 subscribers. It's absolutely ridiculous. And thank you, I guess. Right, what else have we got? So remember, if you haven't clicked the like button, click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, that would be most appreciated. Because, you know, next year we've got to set a new challenge. What should we set? Shall we set the new target for 2021? In my head, I'd kind of set a challenge of 15,000. And again, these numbers actually mean nothing, but you've got to have some kind of target to aim at, haven't you? Oh, one other thing. So this is, while I was meant to be working today, this is something that I should have been doing. If you have entered the big competition, so at the end of this stream or towards the end of the stream, maybe halfway through, I'm not sure yet. If you convince me, I might do it earlier. I'm going to do the draw for the big prize. Once we've added all the prizes to the prize fund, we'll do the draw for the big prize. So let me show you this. I've made an Excel spreadsheet, and I've done a scrape of every comment from every video and every Instagram post and every Facebook post, where I've got your name down here, and we're going to click a button and it's going to pick a number up here. So these are random numbered. It's a random number generator. That's the code, so you can see what the code is that I'm using. Every time I click it, it produces a new number, and that number confirms to a row, and that row will be the winner. So all the way down here we have, in fact, let me scroll all the way down. $845 entries for this competition. These aren't in order, but the last one down here, Paul William Skinner, his comment takes me to the comment itself. I didn't mean to click on that, so I'll get rid of that. And then where it came from, so Facebook post. So I've got all these comments down here. 800 comments, 800 entries. So if you've entered multiple times, then you've got multiple chances to win. If we have a look at, for instance, someone who I know has entered loads, let's choose Aaron, for instance. So he's got a whole bunch of entries there. But plenty of entries, and if you want to, we can... no, didn't want to do that. We'll get there in the end, bear with me, caller. So if you want to check for your name, oh, that way, up and down here, you should see your name if you've entered. It'll be in here somewhere. 800 entries, so in this bit you'll only see your name once because I took out the duplicates, but I've left in every single entry that you've got in the actual main one, and we'll draw that winner soon. So let me close that down and we can have a look in the chat again. Irish lad thinks I should be going for 50k in 2021. Well, that would be lovely, yes. I don't think I'm quite MD Fish Tank's level of ascension into the why will you not focus camera. But yeah, that would be good. I mean, as much as I joke about this, I do actually enjoy this as a hobby, making the videos. It's kind of fish keeping as a hobby here, YouTubing as a hobby. They kind of alternate. Is that the right word? They're almost equal. I enjoy them both equally, so it would be nice to be able to take them both into, and as much as I say the 10,000 thing, that doesn't really matter, but I do start to get some money from it, and when I start to do some selling of merch, for instance, these are all available on aquariumadventures.co.uk, it helps me then fund the next video. So every time someone subscribes, every time someone super chats, every time someone joins the channel, that's every time someone buys a hat, buys some fish food, that's what all these boxes here are, is me trying to organise myself. Every time someone buys something off the website, every time someone looks at an advert, whatever it is, that is... Oh, we've got another new member. Kev Love, thank you very much, sir. Every time someone does something like that, for instance, that's more money I can spend on the next fish that I buy, or paying off the water bill, which is absolutely bloody ridiculous around here, or the next tank that I can fill, or some more plants, or whatever it is. So there is a monetary element to this, but it's more about the hobby and the enjoyment of making videos, the enjoyment of keeping fish, looking at fish. So that's where we are. Pardon me. So this is the one where I get to give back to you, so it may well cost me an absolute fortune to send this box, which even now is feeling heavy, and I haven't added all the prizes yet. But it's a kind of thank you for everyone that subscribed, everyone that has sent a super chat, everyone that has joined as a member, bought something off the website. I know you don't need to buy these things. I know that it's kind of ridiculous that just by me finding someone that can embroider the logo on it would make it saleable. It's appreciated. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you very much, everyone. So yes, while it would be good to rocket up into the 50 and the 100,000 subscribers, yes, I'd love to get there one day, and that would enable me to do a proper fish room, to do a proper... Oh, we've got another one. Mark Brennan, thank you, Mark. It's that kind of thing that allows you to build out and build up. And I can't really do that. Well, I've got a family. I can't put more money than I make from YouTube into YouTube, if that makes sense. So my proper job has to go with funding the house and funding the kids and funding the life, and then anything that I get out of YouTube, that goes towards more YouTube. So that's what we use to build the channel and move up. So in that vein, one of the new things that's happened, oh, I think we've got another one. Darren Carter, welcome to you, Darren and Mark. Thank you very much. one of the things that we had been talking about in the last few live streams, at least, has been what's the word I'm looking for here? Trying to get a bit of a business going, where I've obviously moved into the foods. So these are all from, or let me take a step back. So the ethos that I've been trying to use is anything that I have used myself or grown myself, I would then sell on my website. So if I had bred some fish, I would sell those fish on the website. If I used some food, that's where all the food came into it, where I contacted all the suppliers of the foods that I used and said, can I buy that in wholesale in bulk and package it myself and sell that on? So I've got a few different suppliers where they said yes. That's where you're getting the Aquarium Adventures food, is coming from stuff I use. So I was never going to sell anything I didn't actually use myself. Where I'd wanted to expand a little bit was I just couldn't keep up with the demand of fish, where I wanted to buy more fish I was interested in, but I couldn't get anyone to actually supply me wholesale. And I was actually meant to get a delivery today from another kind of half hobbyist breeder, but I had someone reached out to me. In fact, it was the same person who made one of the donations to the prize bag, the Aquadiction people. They are properly into their guppies and endlers and many other things, and reached out to me and said, well, we're breeding on quite a large scale. Do you want to buy all our stock, or do you want to buy some of our stock? And I thought, I'll buy all of the stock, because that's kind of my nirvana scenario there, where I buy from, rather than a wholesaler where I don't know what the quality is going to be like, I buy from another hobbyist who's got a load of actual good quality stock, and then I can keep that and enjoy that myself as well as sell it. So, and this is where the story takes a bit of a wrong turn. All that stuff was meant to turn up today, and we had a FedEx delivery sorted where it was going to be here by 2 o'clock. It's now, what are we at? We're at 9:30 in the evening, and the delivery still hasn't turned up. So I don't know whether it's going to turn up tomorrow, but I've got kind of 100 and odd fish turning up. I think we've got, in fact, let's see if I can find the list. Something like 20 pairs of blue star endler guppies. We've got 10 wild guppies, another 20 something pairs of I need to look at this one, double sword blonde blush guppies. Some really beautiful fish. They're absolutely fantastic, and stunning colours. And these guys have already sent me some fish for free. The endlers that you've seen in a couple of videos ago, maybe, they're so striking, and I've loved keeping them. So that's exactly what I'm getting from these guys, which I can then sell on to you. So I've got the reach from my YouTube channel, so that's the kind of thing that I want to expand on. So start slow, build it up slightly, build up a bit more, build up a bit more, and then it might turn into something, you never know. And that's why I wanted to get my pet shop license sorted, so as I could do all this all totally above board. I'm bringing in my good lady wife, who she happens to be watching, to do all the business side of things properly, make sure that we're all registered, make sure I'm paying the tax, make sure I'm just declaring everything properly. Because one thing, if you're going to do all this on camera, someone's going to call you out on it eventually. And as someone who has called out other people every now and again, I have to make sure that my poop don't smell. My poop don't pong, as they say. Oh my god, we have a super chat there from King and Queen Cichlids Scott, probably. Hello there, how you doing? Where's the food for big cichlids, my friend? Oh, I don't keep any big cichlids, so the only big cichlid I've got is my flower horn, which is much nicer than Michael's flower horn. So Michael from... he's got a bit of a thing about saying his flower horns look nicer than mine, but mine is way more refined. His might be bigger, but size isn't everything, as we all know. And that's it. It's I couldn't get every supplier or every food that I wanted to sell. They just don't want to sell, or don't want to let me sell their stuff. I wanted to repackage everything into, so for instance, I wanted to package stuff up into my own little packages, buy in bulk and sell it like that. So some suppliers were like, yeah, fine, happy with that. If you have other people doing that, go for it. Other suppliers were, no, you buy our stuff and you sell it at our prices. And when I do that, I can only make, I don't know, 10% margin or something like that. So on each, it's pennies on each, something like that size, so you're only going to make pennies. And it's just not worth the effort, because I have to sit for hours packaging this stuff up. Pardon me. It's not even that. I have to sit for hours researching where I can buy the bags from, designing the stickers that go on there, and the packaging, getting all the packaging and the designs sent that are rubbish and rejecting them, and then getting the ones that are good and that you're happy with. So there's quite a lot of effort that goes into it. You might think, oh, he's just buying a big bag of fish food, putting it into some smaller bags of fish food, and then adding on a margin. This is not the way to get rich. This is me trying to build up some kind of... I hesitate to say it's me trying to build a brand, but it is me trying to build a brand. I'm not trying to make money off this stuff. I'm trying to build a brand of... This is something that Graham uses that is... he trusts, he uses, he likes it. So I know that if I buy it, it's not going to be a load of crap. It's going to serve me well, and I'll do well out of it. So yes, I do make some money off of this, but it's not enough to get rich. And if I wanted to make money, I would stop making videos altogether and just do some overtime for my actual job, and I would make some money that way. So the reason I haven't sold any sickly stuff is the Excalibur range of fish foods is what I was looking at, and again, that was Mike from Michael's Fish Room sent me some bags. Really like it, think it's great. It just, I can't make it work with all the import taxes and all that kind of stuff. I can't make it work to make it a viable option when they getting it shipped over from the US to get back here. So I'm happy to recommend it, I just can't sell it myself. Same with the what do you call it, these fish science foods. Love it, think it's great, but they just want to sell their own stuff themselves, so I'm more than happy to suggest it because I think it's great. And I have said many times, I think this is one of the best foods that you can buy at the moment. If you can see that, because my camera has decided it's not going to focus on anything. Love this stuff, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Tiny little pellets obviously because it's only 1mm, but if you've got small fish you probably can't get better than this. I have a micro pellet which is about the same size, and I would say is about as good, but yeah, really like this. Mine is a lot cheaper obviously, this is a lot more expensive, but it's good. Hey, so let's have a quick look in the chat before we do another giveaway. Craig says he really likes the NT Labs foods. I've not actually tried their foods, I don't think. Luli says, how do you develop a fish food? Well, I don't. I find a fish food I like and I approach the manufacturer and say, can I have this wholesale please? That's kind of much as development as I do. When you develop a fish food, you have to put in a hell of a lot of effort. And not as much just plain testing, it's about the ingredients. You think, or you would think that, oh well, if you're going to make a fish food, you just want to hit some certain numbers. I want this much protein, I want this much fibre, I want this much, whatever it is that you're going for. But it's not really about that. The protein, the numbers that you try and hit are one thing, but then that food has to stick together well. It has to not disintegrate as soon as it hits water. It has to keep well in a variety of conditions. It might be stored under a tank in a warm environment. It might be stored in a cold fish room. It might be stored in a hot fish room. It might be stored in a humid fish room. One of the bits of feedback is my current line of foods. I should probably stop pointing out all the bad things about my stuff, but my current line is these stickers here. These are just stickers that I print off on my printer. So in the UK, I don't know if you know, but in the UK you have to have certain things on a fish food. You have to have the weight, you have to have a best before date, you have to list the ingredients by ingredient, I suppose, vitamin content, and you have to have an analysis. So much protein, so much whatever, crude protein, crude ash, crude fibre. Great. I thought, brilliant, we can do that. I can just print them off on some proper stickers, And then on the front I've got this sticker, which is actually a vinyl sticker, so if I move it around in the light you can see it shining a little bit. So the next version of these will be a matte version, so I can take pictures of it better and it doesn't shine like that. What I really want to do is find someone that does the packaging so I can print it directly. But it'll have a matte vinyl sticker, and this will become a vinyl sticker, because this, when it gets wet, just runs and you can't read it. So that's the first flaw. And if I'm doing that level of R&D, so to speak, the level of R&D to people who actually make the fish food is way, way above that. Hey, right. Is it about time for another giveaway? What do we think? What should we give away this time? So we've already given away one of the hats. It's a black hat. What about another special towel? So this is another sample towel that I got, where it's my colour. So as you can see, I like an orange logo. That's a kind of contrasting one. So it's an orange towel with a black logo, and I thought, I like it, but I think it might get dirty easily and show up the dirt. But you know, you could have yourself a very exclusive towel. So should we give this away? What do you think? And if you think we should give this away, why don't we put in the chat, what shall we go for this time? Oh, I've just, sorry Kev, I know you sent me a message there, but I've completely missed it and deleted it by accident, so get me afterwards. Stick in the chat the word, I don't know, towel? Towel. Go for it. Stick in towel in the chat if you want to win a towel. Same again, UK. You have to be in the UK, you can win this. I'll do my modelling. You have to win this fantastic towel. It has all the same features. It has... what does it have? How many features can a towel have? 50 centimetres by a metre. Looks great with all manner of fish tanks. Handy hanging loops, so you can hang it on a hook. I'm struggling to find ways to describe a towel other than it's a towel, and we're all fish tank people, so you need towels. All you have to do is write the word towel, click the like button if you haven't, click it again even if you have. If you're just here by chance, click the subscribe button and you can get this towel. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. No, we won't. We'll give it a few more seconds. And then that's prize giveaway number 2 done. So let's go for, how many have we got? We've got 49 eligible users at the moment. I'll just show you how the inner workings, make sure I'm not scamming you all. These are all the users here, and we get a little thing next to their name if they actually put in the right answer. So if you spell towel wrong, that's your own fault, I'm afraid. Let's roll the dice. And Kez Cats has won that one. Subscription status private, so I'm going to have to take you on your word, Kez, that you've actually subscribed. But you know, if you haven't, please click the button. That's what matters more than anything else. Congratulations, Kez. I've lost my chat now. Where are we at? Right, you can stop writing towel now. Jennifer makes a good point. You don't actually have to use this for fish. If you wanted to, you could use it as a kitchen towel or a bath towel or a hair drying towel. If you write towel more than once, it automatically deletes your entry. So you're only hurting yourself if you write towel more than once in the same comment. Aquafunk Aquatics, I know you're not in the UK. Stop trying to enter my giveaway. Alright, I know I'm a bit behind. Stop writing towel now. Let's give it a break. Right, one more prize for the prize fund. So for the big prize fund that we're going to win. This one is a little bit... It's almost special to me. It's kind of my favourite thing in the aquarium world. It's something that I have made many a video about. It's not the king of DIY. It's something that I absolutely love in the hobby. I think it's the best example of something that is both excellent at what it's meant to do and excellent value for money. It's this. It's the All Pond Solution hang-on back filter. I reached out to All Pond Solution, told them I was doing a giveaway, that I wanted to give them one of my favourite filters, and they said nah. So I went out and I bought one. That's how much I like this filter. I think it's one of the best filters money can buy for bang for your buck. This is probably the best filter you can get. I run it on there. That's one of them. I run it on some of my tanks in the fish room. I run them as spares. I run them to keep media wet and happy. I run them all over the place. They're quiet. They are effective. They've got loads of room for media. If you don't mind, I will open it up, but trust me, it is brand new. What you get in the box is you get the filter itself with all the gubbins that it comes with. So it's got its own little strainer. If you want to pimp it, you just get a bit of sponge, so you can add like a pre-filter to it. It comes with a surface skimmer. It comes with carbon pads, which I usually throw out, but if you want to, they're fine. Again, carbon, a great water polisher. But the filter itself, it's really just... So it comes with the sponges. What I generally do is I take the sponge out of the filter, I cut that in two. So I'll take this sponge here, cut it in two, put a slit with your... Ooh, smash your microphone. Cut it in two, get your Maniac's knife, put a slit in the sponge there and use that as your pre-filter for the intake. But if you want to, you can do as the instructions say and use it as is. But when you do take it out like that, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, you've got a massive big, it's a really big, I can't even reach the bottom, it's a really big deep area for whatever your favourite filter media is, whether it be ceramic balls, biohome, whatever you want there. But you can also buy these pads if you want to buy the pads and throw your money away. And it's got the little pump here. Like I say, I've been running, I must have, I think I've got 6 or 7 of these that I run myself, and I've never had a problem. They've never missed a beat. They've been absolutely fantastic. So I've talked it up enough. It isn't £1 million, so I haven't bankrupted myself completely by giving you this prize. But you know, I thought I'd share that. It's my favourite filter. I've made loads of videos about it. I promise I haven't broken it. I'm going to put it down now so as I don't play with it on camera anymore. But all that stuff, if I remember to put all the bits back in the box, is going in the prize fund. So you get that. So as well as all that stuff we talked about earlier, as well as the completely unique 10,000 subscriber towel, we've also got the aquarium filter in there, which is one of the best that I've ever thought of. Pimp my filter, Graham style. Exactly, that's what we want. Yeah, I mean, I love All Pond Solution stuff. I love and hate All Pond Solution stuff because some of the stuff that I've bought from them in the past, I'm still using it now. Some of the stuff I bought from the past has been a pile of garbage, but most of the stuff has been good. I had a really bad Christmas a few years ago because I had an All-Pond Solution tank, one of the 330 litre tanks, and that's not their tanks, it's the Chinese versions that they buy in, and it cracked on Christmas Eve while we were away, or we were away before Christmas and came back to a load of dead fish and a ruined floor and ruined everything. So, and I got in contact with them and said, "Oh, we'll sort it out, don't you worry. Get in contact, let us know what happened." I did that and they went, "Oh, sorry." Doesn't really save Christmas, but still. I've just knocked everything down. It was fine. But their hang-on back filters, I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're pond pumps and their pond equipment, brilliant. The external filters, yeah, I had one and it was a bit like Trigger's broom. It had a new everything over its lifetime, and by the time, it just did my head in. I was constantly fighting battles with that one. Right, let's try and be a little bit... I'm going to go quiet for a second and have a look at the comments for a bit, see if I see anything jumping out, because I've been ignoring everyone a little bit and I don't mean to. I'm not trying to be rude. Is Nightbot being a little bit too forceful? I apologise. I might have to give some people some more power to look at Nightbot. What's it doing? Do you think the app heaters are any good? What are the app heaters? Nightbot is being really pedantic. I'm sorry everyone, what are we doing? I think if you put in too many symbols, Nightbot gets all upset about it. So like if you put in like 10 happy faces, Nightbot says, "Oh, you're a spammer." I can dial that in over time. As much as I work in IT and I am a proper IT person, I'm also a bit of a technophobe when it comes to some of the social media side of things anyway. Let's see. Smith's Fisher, my FX4 keeps purging air but it doesn't seem to be releasing air. It's just occasionally turned off for a minute. Any experience or idea? Well, you've not asked me, but that exact thing happened to my FX5 all the time, and it was because of a dodgy seal. So it does a purging air thing when you switch it off and switch it back on again. So the first time you, any of the flue valve filters, it might just be the FX range, but any of the flue valve filters, when you turn them on, they'll run for 2 minutes and then they'll turn off, and that's to let air rise and purge, and then they'll continue. So I got into this endless loop of trying to fix it and thinking it was broken, because I'd plug it back in, it would run, it would sound fine, and I'd go, "Ah, it's fixed," and then I'd walk away and 2 minutes later it would go, pfft. I'd go, "Oh my god, it's done, it's broke again." But that, it's meant to do that, so let it run for a bit longer. But if it isn't, if it is noisy, it's usually a seal, and either replacing the O-rings themselves or just a bit of Vaseline or something like that usually sorts the problem. Yeah, because they're technically self-priming. Yeah, as Smith's Fish Room says. Smith's Fish Room, is that Callum? Is he the one that I made a, or someone else making moderators? I've kind of lost what's going on. Right, Andy, you can stop writing AA 10k. It's over now. I've already got to 10k. It doesn't count anymore. So you'll notice that if you didn't comment AA 10k until earlier today, what is it? Your name won't be here, because as soon as we got to 10k, I stopped doing this because this was an absolute nightmare counting all these people. I've just, my eye has been drawn to the comment from Luke Kennedy saying, "Craig, is mince good or bad?" I think that might be a Scottish thing. I'm just pouring myself a drink, sorry. I'd love to see what Craig is saying is mince. I'm going to have to go look back here. And I agree with you, Craig. So he's saying the APS 100EF is mince. Yes, it is. And mince is bad. Mince is the Scottish version of saying it's rubbish. See, this is how we can stretch across the lands and make friends. Smith, it is Callum. Mindset Solutions, hashtag make me a mod. Well, you're going to have to try harder than that, I'm afraid. What do you bring to the party, Mindset Solutions? Callum got me the mod last week by saying how handsome I was. I'm not just throwing it out there. Why do you think it's naff? I know it's not premium, but it does the job. Well, I won't answer for whoever else it was. If it was Craig that said it was mince, I didn't like it because it's cheap to buy but expensive to run. So even if it never breaks and it works perfectly, I'm pretty sure I did a video about this at some point. I'll have a look for it later. But I put one of those power consumption meters on the outlet, and it absolutely. So I was running an FX5 versus this, which was way overpowered compared to the EF 1000, but it drew something like 3 or 4 times the power that did. So over time, that's going to cost you way more. I think I worked out it took about 14 months or something like that before the costs overtook the costs in the running costs. But I had 2 of the EF 1000s. One I ended up sending back because I could just never get it to work properly, and the other one, it worked for a couple of months, and then the pump broke, so I got a new pump for it, and that worked. And then the handles broke, so I got some new handles for it, and that was fine. And then the nozzle on the outlet broke, and that was fine. And then the clamp broke, and then repeat ad nauseum, to the point where I think I made one of my videos called "The Worst Filter Ever Made." It was about this thing that was Trigger's broom, that none of the parts on it were still new, and it was just making a racket. It was a horrible thing. I may well have been getting a bad experience in a bad batch or something like that, but I did not like that filter. I do not like that filter. They are fine. They are a good canister filter. They won all kinds of awards and all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to say, oh, they're just terrible, but I didn't enjoy them. I thought it was a bit of a false economy, that's all. Aqua One Aquis is a tremendous filter. I've not tried any of them, to be honest. Lee's having a drop of Glava and Coke. Sump's rule. I must admit, I'm very much a fan of a sump. Even a small sump, I think it's better than a canister, just because it's open and it gives you somewhere you can have more options. You can stick in your heaters, you can stick in your I'm struggling to think of anything other than heaters now, but your CO2 stuff. You can have some baffles and things and have it open to the air so you can get some oxygen exchange going on, all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. They're not a bad filter, but they're not a terrible filter. So what have we done so far? We've stuck in the filter into the giveaway bag. We've stuck in a hat into the giveaway. Oh, we stuck a hat into here. I don't think we have yet. So let's put another prize in the prize bag. So we gave away one of these hats to... I can't remember who won the hat now. It'll be recorded, don't worry. I'll stick one of these in the prize bag as well. So also a hat going in the prize bag. I'm a bit worried that we're not going to be able to fit everything into the prize bag now. So it's looking a bit full. So we've got a filter, we've got a hat, we've got a towel. We've also given away a towel, we've given away a hat. Shall we do one more giveaway? I don't want to keep everyone all night long, but I do want to give away some stuff, just as a way of saying thank you to everyone. Simon says he likes the idea of a sump, but he's not allowed a big enough tank to need one. I don't think you... So traditionally sumps are only used on big tanks, but I don't think you need to keep a big tank to use a sump, or I don't think the justification for a sump should be a big tank, if that makes sense. I think they're just good methods of filtering as well. When I first started my fish room, in fact, I had a, what do you call them? I don't know why I'm doing this. That doesn't make any sense. Stop doing that. Like a plastic window box type thing, and it just had a hole drilled in one end and a valve to let the water in, a hole drilled in the other end to pour out, and a load of alpha grog in the middle. Pardon me. I had the filter, the pump in the tank that pushed the water up, went across the sump, back into the tank. It must have cost less than a tenner for the whole setup. Reusing the pump, admittedly, but it got my heater out the tank. It got a load more media than I could have fit in even my APS EF1000 filter. It was great. So sumps are definitely to... I'm just seeing the word handsome fly past in my comments now. Sumps are definitely the way to go, so definitely consider it. It's not for everyone because they do take up extra space, and a canister does have its place. And I know no one has asked, but my preference for canister is definitely Fluval. I have had many of them over the years, and they've never done me wrong. In fact, I've still got an FX5 running down in the fish room that I bought second hand as well, so it's not even new. I'm going to have to go back and have a look and see what Mindset Solutions is saying, because I'm pretty sure... Damn, well, my wife's watching too, so I may be told off if I call you handsome. Your fish room is the best in YouTube in my opinion. Does that count? That's close enough. Why not? It's definitely not the best in YouTube. It's maybe the most efficient in YouTube. Purely because I've got quite a small space to work with. Right. I will sort out Nightbot afterwards. I'm sorry. Where do I find your email address? On my website, on Facebook, anywhere you want, or I will just tell you. It is graham@aquariumadventures.co.uk. My beard is nice. Oh, Courtney. That's moderator talk. I've never managed to cultivate a beard. But this is what lockdown 2 does to you when you don't shave for a while. This bit here, this is going off at a tangent completely. I've always been a bit self-conscious of this because my beard doesn't grow in the middle because of this. Because someone kicked a wheel at me when I was a kid and it split my lip, and I could put my finger through my lip when I was a kid, like that. But it also means that no hair grows there, so it looks a bit weird. I always try and comb it over together, but it never quite works. Anyway. Yes, a poke is a bag. It is indeed. I don't know where that comment came from. Algae reactor, would it work in freshwater? It would, but you need to do it well. So a company called, what were they called? I can't remember what they were called, but they sent me essentially an algae reactor that you could buy. It cost like £1 bazillion, and it had like it was two like Chinese takeaway boxes, plastic boxes with magnets stuck to them, and you put them on either side of the glass. And one had like a white panel, so they were black, but one had a white panel inside, and the other side had a red light that shone through, and it just never worked. I tried it for a month. They told me I was doing it wrong. I tried it for another month, doing it the way they told me to do it, with more air, and it still never worked. It worked a little bit, and I told them, oh no, it was terrible. I didn't like it. Made the video saying, yeah, it's good effort, but no, I didn't like it. And they went away and they changed it, so it worked better, but it was still really expensive for what it was. The DIY version is definitely the way to go. It was a Californian company. They were, I can't remember what they were called now. It was an algae scrubber, yeah, algae reactor you said, didn't you? Sorry, I've gone off at a tangent again. Have you ever put live bearer in salt water? I did do an experiment with guppies to move them from what do you call it? I moved them from freshwater into saltwater when I kept the saltwater tank, just to do it as an experiment to see if it happened. And it was fine and completely uneventful. I'm not even sure I even made a video about it in the end, because it was just like, oh yeah, that worked. Now what? Is there ever a fish you always wanted but have never had? Oscars. I've always wanted Oscars, and never had the chance to keep them. I know it's not the most interesting thing that anyone would say. I should probably say arowana or stingray or something like that, but yeah, I've always wanted Oscars but just never managed to have a chance to keep. Yeah, the more mods we get, so I know that I'm kind of new to the whole live streaming thing. I do want to get a whole bunch of mods that are good and trust, so if it doesn't work out, I'm sorry and I take the mod away from you. It's nothing personal. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of mods that just make this easier, because me running all this and trying to keep up with the comments, it's not easy. So I am paying more attention to the mod comments, or I will in future pay more attention to the mod comments, so maybe get them to pick out some comments that need attention, or questions that are good questions to get asked, all that kind of stuff. But I was about to do something, wasn't I? What was I going to do? Now I've forgotten what I was doing. You can't all be mods, then that kind of defeats the purpose. If I got rid of the discus, that would give me room for the Oscars. You're quite right. I kind of had this dream once of having, I was going to do it for my Maboo puffer. I don't know why I always say Maboo like that. Maboo puffer. I was going to have like a plywood tank build where I did the entire side of the wall in my fish room and made it into like a big massive indoor pond for the Maboo puffer. But I thought that would make a great Oscar tank as well, if I could get, like, because apparently in the wild, if you have enough space, the Oscar fish, it's a shoaling fish, so if you get a bunch of them in there, because nobody's got a tank big enough to have more than 1 or 2 Oscars. But if you do, a shoal of Oscars, that just kind of blows my mind. So anyway, what was I giving away? I'm sure I was giving away something. We've done hat, we've done towel, we've done filter. Food, that was it. Some food. Who wants some food? I don't know. What shall we do? I'm looking over here because I've got my new racking system with all my food in it. I'm thinking colourful couple or tropical trio. What would you rather have? Colourful couple is the sticky pellets and the krill flake. The tropical trio is the micro pellets, the tropical sticky pellets, and the other thing which has escaped me. I'm going to have to look on my own website because I can't remember what the hell I'm talking about. Bear with me, caller. Oh, if anyone is thinking of buying things from my website, or buying things, or even just looking on my website, I am interested in feedback. It's one of the things that's doing my head in at the moment. And again, I'm a guy in IT, but I will not fix your computer. But I used to dabble in web design, like as a very, very, very amateur thing. And I cannot figure out what the hell's going on with my website. I tried to enable ads, it went completely crazy, so I thought I'd disabled them, but right now I'm looking at an ad. So I'm interested in your feedback of how easy / hard it is to navigate on my website. So colourful couple is krill flake and sticky colour pellets. Tropical trio is the tropical sticky pellets, the micro pellets, and the soft artemia, which that's a fantastic food, if I do say so myself. Why have I gone all bright again? The tropical trio has a higher monetary value, if that makes a difference. Tropical Trio. Dead Boy says Tropical Trio. Let's say as soon as we get to 120 likes, I'll give away the Tropical Trio. Now there's a challenge for you, because we've only got 105 people here, so how are we going to get to 120 likes? Smith Fishroom says Tropical is winning. Annoying adverts, they are annoying, and the real annoying thing is I can't figure out how to get rid of them, and they don't earn me any money, so I want rid of them. Or they earn me about like 6p a month or something like that. Someone says interesting, Phil. So now I need to find Phil's comment to see what's interesting. This is never going to work, is it? Oh, sorry, I've missed that. I don't know who Phil is, and I don't know what he said that was interesting. Oscars are cool. I had 4 for a couple of years before they outgrew the tank. I could hand feed them mealworm. Yeah, I really like Oscars. That's the thing. And they just seem so... When you say to other fish keepers, like, oh, well, what are you fancying doing next? And you go, oh, I quite fancy having a big tank of Oscars. They go, what? Weirdo. Why don't you go for Jags? Or why don't you go for the cichlids? Big Fish Lad, if he's in here, he keeps some a load of cichlids, and the same with King and Queen cichlids. They keep all manner of cichlids, and they're all fantastic, and I love them, and I like looking at them. I just really like Oscars. I don't know what's wrong with me, and I don't know that anything is wrong with me actually. So Jennifer says she'll have a haggis supper, please. I used to love getting a haggis supper. I don't know if this might be going off at another tangent, but there used to be a nightclub in Glasgow. Sorry, I've just seen another. Phil's comment is above. I'll give away a free Aquarium Adventures polo if you play the guitar and someone can identify the tune. Now that relies on the guitar being in tune and me being able to play anything on it. I think that's a terrible idea, basically. Chocolate cichlids are cool. Try them. I do. I like chocolate cichlids. Why is Nightbot? Nightbot really doesn't like Lullyloft, and you're not saying anything horrible either. So I don't know why it's being so horrible to you. And it's timed you out for 5 seconds. I'm sorry, I'll get rid of Nightbot, or I will tame Nightbot. In fact, let me have a look and see if there's anything I can do. I can have a look in the dashboard and see what she's actually doing. Is there like a button in Nightbot? You can just say chill out, Nightbot. Nah, I think this might take more than... No, I can't figure it out. Get some musk turtles. Again, another thing I would really like. But yeah, it's really not happening. Will you ship to the EU? Paulson says, if you ask really nicely and pay for it, then I'll ship anywhere. But no, generally it's UK only, unless it's by request and you cover the cost of shipping, basically. Snake heads are nice, says Craig. That is, again, so Oscars is my less surprising one that I want to keep. Snake heads is the one I've been quite open about for the last year or so, saying I want to get snake heads. I want to get specifically rainbow snakeheads, because they're the ones that don't get too large. But yeah, I absolutely love the look of snakeheads. I think they're going to be great. Sevrums are an alternative. I do like the kind of red shoulder Sevrum. They've got a proper name which I can't remember. Didn't I say I would give something away if we got to a certain amount of likes? I'm pretty sure we're over that amount of likes now. So, and I can't even remember what I said I was going to give away. Food. Tropical Trio. That was it, wasn't it? So, this time, what shall we say? You have to say guitar. Stick guitar in the comments, and you're in with a chance of winning the Tropical Trio. Guitar. Now, there's a challenge to some people. The amount of people I've seen spelling guitar, G-E-E-T-A-R, that's not how you spell it. Let's see if we can get anyone typing guitar in the comments. Nope. While I knock everything over. Look how dirty that looks. Ugh. It's just not. It's not strung very well. Oh dear. This is going to go horribly wrong. So, guitar in the comments, you've got a chance of winning. Oh, my strings are all dead. It's not sounding nice at all. So, what can I give? It's not tuned in or anything. So this is going to be really boring for everyone while I try and tune this in. Ooh. Alright, I lied. I can't remember the start of loads of songs. Alright, let's see if you can identify this from a really small bit of the start of this song. Nope, can't remember that. Anyone got any requests? No. When in doubt, go with Oasis. Oh, that sounds awful. Tell you what, for the next stream, I'll buy some strings and break them in. Blackbirds, yay! I made it sound at least slightly possible. For the next one, I'll do a bit more practice and we'll play a guessing game. We haven't played our game yet of who's the furthest away. So we've got a few guitars, a couple of guesses at Blackbird, secondary YouTube channel, yeah, terribleguitarplaying.com. Let's see who's going to win the food. I'll flip over the screen and we'll click the roll it button. Gary's the winner. Another subscription status private. I'm just going to take your word for it, Gary. Well done. So Gary's won the Tropical Trio. I just have to say that once more for the camera so I can remind myself tomorrow. Gary has won the giveaway. Gary has won the Tropical Trio. The human's performing well, Nightbot, but Nightbot isn't. Right, another. This is the least fishy stream that's ever been. The problem is, the only reason I've got this guitar, I haven't played it in years. My daughter has just started playing the guitar again. She takes it to school once a week where they play it, and then I have to practice with her, so now I'm trying to remember all the songs that I kinda knew. you get to see my guitar face as well. I'm not sure I'm comfortable sharing this on screen. Oh, they just sound terrible, these strings. Anyone? The Les Dawson of the guitar, that's me, yeah. I could sit here for hours just almost pretending to play something and never actually quite getting to it. But that was, even when I did play the guitar, that was all I did was sit it on my knee and start a dozen different songs but never actually complete any of them. Oh, even that hurts my ears. Anyway, if anyone gets that one, I'll be really impressed. I'm going to put it away in a second as well. Paul got it right. Tenacious D. Kielbasa sausage. No, Paul got that right. In fact, Paul, I'll send you some food as well, just for guessing that, because that was a terrible rendition. Right, it's getting to that point of the night where I need a pee more than anything else, because I've been nervously sipping my drink for the last hour and a half. So we're going to have to do the big draw. So is everyone ready? In fact, let me just check my notes. Do we have to give anything else away? We have celebrated. We have done the giveaways. I've given away a filter, added, hat, added, towel, added. We've done food giveaways tonight. We've done a hat giveaway tonight. We've done a towel giveaway tonight. Should we do one more hat? Anyone else want a hat? What do you think? Hat or straight to the big giveaway? You decide. I'll just sit here and I'll wait. Yes, Paul, let me know. I'll send you something. Send me an email. graham@aquariumadventures.co.uk. We'll do one more giveaway, I think. One more hat. The hats are available in different colours as well. We've got the navy blue, which isn't as blue as it looks like on the screen, and we've got the charcoal grey, which is a lot darker and greyer than it looks on the screen. So I don't know what's going up with the colours, but all available on the website. Well done, Simon, that's it. You're in the running for lead moderator. Alright, one more hat then, let's do it. In the chat, type the word hat. There you go, that's a hard one. Type the word hat. So, ready when you are, when you want to type the word hat, let me know. I'll just check my Facebook while I wait for that, because loads of you have been sending me messages that I haven't seen. Apologies if I've been ignoring you. Lee, if you're still here, don't worry about it, we'll sort it out afterwards. Right, yeah, we've got a few of them, that's fine. 130 likes, 95 viewers. That's what I like to see. More likes than views. That's got to be some kind of record. Well, for me anyway. Right, there we go. That'll do. I think we'll start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop typing hat. And we'll transition to the other screen. Are we ready? Here we go. Click the button. Martin B. subscribed since October the 2nd, 2020. Well done, Martin. You have won. You are the winner of the hat. I will send you a hat. So just let me know in the comments. Well, no, email me or something like that, and I will sort out sending you a hat. How many more times can I say hat? Assuming, of course, you are in the UK. Otherwise, you're not getting a hat. I'll send it to someone else. Right. So it is getting to that time where I do need a pee quite badly. Let me just check. I've clicked everywhere I need to click. Right. So I'm going to do one last look at the comments. Make sure everyone's happy. They're still saying hat. Stop saying hat. Bun it. Right. Now people are saying hey. People are saying hi. Right, the hat's gone. Martin's won the hat. Give up on the hat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the main draw and see how much money I'm going to lose by sending things to postage. Oh, we still haven't figured out who was furthest away. Nobody in from New Zealand tonight, thank God. I'm not going to have to send it to New Zealand. Simon also has to go to bed, so Simon needs to go to bed. I need to have a pee, so let's do the main draw. Shall we do that? Let's do that. So if I click some buttons, get rid of that, get rid of that, go on to that. You don't get to win the guitar, Gary. You just get a hat. Right. So this is for everything. This is the big one. So what we've got here is we've got all the names down here. We've got where it came from, what video it came from. These are from Facebook posts, from YouTube videos, from Instagram videos, all these IG ones here. These are everything that we've got here, all the way down to 845. So 845 entries. If you have entered multiple times, you've got multiple chances to win. All I have to do is click this button. So for instance, I'll click here and we'll get a number will come up in this green number, and then we'll scroll down and we'll find out who that number is. I really hope you live in the UK, but if you don't, then so be it. Whoever it is gets everything. Am I trying to draw this out a bit too much? You get the hat, you get the towel, you get all the food, you get all the goodies, you get the filter, you get everything. There's a couple £100 worth of stuff in here, purely because the JBL stuff's really expensive. But otherwise, it's still a pretty good prize bag. You can't complain at that. And you also get some absolutely unique stuff. No one else in the world has a 10,000 subscriber towel. A few people might have the hat, but you'll be one of a few. So, are we ready? Everyone ready? We should have some kind of drum roll, but I don't have the technology to do a drum roll. So here we go. Click the button and 525. Right, so we need to scroll down and see who 525 is. Pardon me. 525. We're getting into it now. 525. Lee Kinsey. Lee Kinsey. I hope you're in the UK, but who knows? You might not even be here. So that's from a video, The Discus Myths. Agree with everything in this video. Lee Kinsey. Are you here, Lee? I do not know. So if you are here, great. If you aren't, get in touch. I'm going to put a time limit on it because I've got no way of actually contacting these people. So if you aren't here, you get a week and then we redraw everything. But yes. Oh, Scott was 3 numbers off. Unlucky Scott. Apologies. I'm not saying Luke Kennedy, I'm saying Lee Kinsey. You better not be from Australia, that's all I can say. I don't think he's here. I haven't seen his name. I can't see his name anywhere. But yeah, Lee, well done. You've won. I kind of wish someone that was here had won it, but you know, not everyone can get everything. Well done, Lee. Good job. You've got a week starting now to claim your prize. Otherwise, we give it away next week. Oh, that might be a bit harsh. Yeah, I'm sure you can get it. Let me see if I can find him through my YouTube comments. He might have a YouTube channel, and if he speaks in an Australian accent, I'm going to be so upset. Just search through my comments. Oh, Lee has no content on his channel. That's a shame. I can't then search him. Well, got lots of comments from Lee on my channel over the years, just looking back through. So at least it looks like he's been around for a while, so I don't mind too much. Jamstar Jam is not the same as being Lee. It is a bit anticlimactic when they're not here, isn't it? I apologise wholeheartedly. Yeah, let's have a look on Facebook and see if we can see him anywhere. There are several Lee Kinseys on Facebook. Obviously I don't know which one is this one. Well, that just means for the next time we do this, we'll have to make sure we do it for, you have to turn up to the stream to win the prize. An extra special prize for Scott just because he's half Scottish and only a quarter English. That's good enough. Can't say he doesn't deserve it just because just because he has to be here. Got to be here to win it. Redraw. Well, set a date in your calendar. This time next week, if Lee hasn't taken it, we'll do it all again. Right, everyone, time has come. I need a wee. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Thank you everyone who's joined as a member in the last couple of hours. What have we been on here? Must have been on here nearly 2 hours now. It's fantastic. Thank you everyone for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. I hope you're all still here, and if I ever get to 20 or 50 or 100, I'll look back at this video and I'll check out all the names that are in here, and we'll make sure we do something special for that. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks for joining me. Just for Crabbit Scruffs, I'm from Glasgow, Cambuslang to be specific. And then we'll do it all again next week if Lee doesn't claim. So if you haven't, check me out on Instagram and Facebook. I'll post some updates on Facebook if we ever get there. If we ever get anything back from Lee, and if my camera ever stops unfocusing, I'll let you all know. If you watch this video afterwards, Lee, please let me know your name, address, all your details. I really want you to take some pictures when you get all the stuff just to prove that you've got it. And I really hope you live in the UK. But with that, good night everyone. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.